Hey people, John Shaughnessy here, ready to do some education on the human family, the human psyche on planet Earth. Trying to give you a little reason for these here pyramids scattered to the four corners of the planet. Beautiful picture right there. Those pyramids, believe it or not, were built for a reason, and it wasn't for tombs, it was for volcanism. Magma control. It's all about magma control. These things prevented massive super calderas from erupting, driving us into an ice age. You know, we're in interglacials, we're in ice ages, whatever. We have magma problems on the planet. It's all about magma control. We're basically living on an egg, the liquid surface. Just like an egg. Your little chicken egg you make in the morning, you make your little omelets with, the same thing. Well, sometimes that middle gets a little bit too much pressure in it, and we got to do something about it. So what we did, your ancestors, humans, every last one of them, made pyramids. Large pyramids around the globe. Every pyramid around the planet, large cluster of pyramids, actually line up with a volcano, 180 degrees and on the approximate same latitude. So if, you know, one side of the planet there's a pyramid, the other side of the planet, exact opposite side, is a volcano. I'm talking about straight across, not, you know, latitude wise, horizontal, you know, straight across. I'll give you another visual later. But anyways, you understand what I'm talking about. So these things here were made to control and keep the Hawaiian hotspot open, which to date has no real scientific explanation as to why it's even in existence, except for right now. My 180 theory is why the Hawaiian hotspot is open, and it keeps it open. However, it's been damaged because humans will do human things. They wanted to go in and see what's going on inside the pyramid, looking for the big stash. Well, there's no big stash, it's a machine. It was built to lower the gravitational field in the middle of the Pacific Ocean and allow magma to flow out at a certain ton per day, per hour, per minute, based on magma pressure. Okay, what it does, it lowers the gravitational field in Hawaii and allows magma to flow. Come on, man, do me a favor, do something different and just, oh, wait a second, sorry about that. I watched a little bit of this, it's pretty cool. It's not really a good picture, but you get the idea. Anyways, we're just going to jump in and get a nice visual of Kilauea out in Hawaii. I'll listen to these dudes. They sound like they know what they're going on, what's going on, have a clue, somewhat of a clue. There we go. We're right in on it. Magma.
As geophysicist Mike Pollan explained at a recent After Dark at the Park talk at Kilauea Visitor Center, this video, captured by a heroic Hawaiian volcano observatory scientist, was nearly more than was bargained for.
So we sent out this geologist in this helicopter, and he overflew Pu'uo'o and noticed that, yeah, the crater floor is gone, but he didn't notice anything else in his first pass. And then he was over Pu'uo'o, and he and the pilot looked over their shoulders a little bit uprift, and they saw a fissure eruption that had just started. So what did they do? Like any good geologist, he landed, and he took a video. Check this out. This is what he saw. Keep your eye on this area here. It's starting to steam, and on this area here. The cracks are getting bigger.
Yeah, we get the
You'll see
point.
chunks fall.
It's pretty strong stuff. It's you know, it's magma. It's coming out. The reason this stuff is coming up is because of pressure building up in the mantle, different stratification layers in the Earth's mantle. You know, we're cruising at 11.5 million miles around the universe, around the center of our galaxy, and that be the black hole in the center of the galaxy, our Milky Way galaxy. And we go in and out of energy sources that might heat up our solar system, our planets, obviously, in the solar system, the sun, the Earth. Also, there's environmental conditions that also on Earth, gas percentage changes, greenhouse gases will heat the planet up. You go into we're in an interglacial, at the end of the interglacial right now, where everything's melting. And with everything melting, that's causing heat, whether it's the tilt of the Earth to the sun or the rotational speed of the planet. It's, anyone's guess, but that's really not the point I'm trying to stress right now. The point is that the pyramids in Giza are used to lower the gravitational field in Hawaii.
A real big chunk is about to fall in right here. You can see lava right there. Here goes the big chunk. There's the spatter there. There it goes, and it's time to move. For a volcanologist, this is about the coolest thing in the world. Having a fissure eruption, almost, that's stunning.
The first journalist to capture the images of the Kamoamua eruption was volcanographer Mick Calber.
Magma.
Brought the world this defining footage. For Mick,
there were very important differences.
Okay, here's Yellowstone.
Recently, scientists have collected new data, giving them a better picture of Yellowstone's underground plumbing. Right beneath the caldera, from the last eruption, sits the magma chamber. And it's fed by a plume of magma stretching down 465 miles northwest into Montana. It's mostly solid rock, with the potential to liquefy. And scientists are closely monitoring it. Magma, or molten rock, is right.
Closely monitoring it. That's equivalent to just sitting around hoping it doesn't happen. When in reality, we should be closing up and putting the pyramids in Giza online. When you open up a pyramid, you defeat the gravitational fields inside the center line of the pyramid. Actually, there's focal points inside every pyramid on the planet, and they have in the past to increase the gravitational fields inside those pyramids. They're basically lenses. So to boost the lens, turbocharge your lens, you would put dense material in the, the Great Pyramid of Giza's got 3 focal points. It's got the King's Chamber, Queen's Chamber, Subterranean Chamber. They would load that up with gold, lead, uranium, any kind of dense material, and create a higher, denser gravitational force field inside the center line of that pyramid, thus lowering the gravitational field out in Hawaii and allowing more magma to be discharged out of the Hawaiian hotspot. Just wanted to pass that one along.
Through the plume into the magma chamber at 2 inches a year.
There's no reason for it to stop, although it might come in spurts. Our images show wider parts and narrower parts, so it's like slugs of material that are flowing in a sewer line. This restless Yellowstone caldera is truly living, breathing, and every once in a while it burps.
The danger is if the plume starts liquefying and moving up at a faster rate.
Natural systems can throw us a lot of curveballs. A lot of things can happen that we're not really ready for.
Scientist Jake Lowenstern is looking for a pattern connecting the supervolcano today and its 3 prior major.
Should be looking for alignments that connect to the Hawaiian hotspot, like the Giza Plateau pyramids, the pyramids in the Nile Valley. They kept building these pyramids coming from Saqqara, Abusir, and right up to Giza to keep the Hawaiian hotspot open over these hundreds and hundreds of thousands of years. I know it's a big shock to some of you. I think a lot of people are starting to switch on. They're being switched on. They realize that there has been advanced civilizations, and there has been some actual tweaking of the planet to give us the utopia that we now enjoy today. Okay, we just wanted to just jump in on that one.
Eruptions. 2.1 million years ago, 1.3 million years ago.
In two of the really large eruptions at Yellowstone, so much material comes out, entire mountain ranges end up falling into the ground and essentially disappearing.
Mountain
A
ranges.
50-mile stretch of mountains simply disappeared by collapsing into the magma chamber.
Whoa. That's tricky.
University of Toronto geologist John Westgate has tracked the ash from Yellowstone's prior eruptions.
It covered much of the United States. It occurs right out in the Pacific Ocean. It even found in the Gulf of Mexico. Up in northeast Montana, there's a site that we're working on. The tephra is over 7 meters thick. These eruptions are enormous. The amount of material erupted from them, huge.
When Mount St. Helens erupted in May 1980, it blew off one side of the mountain and triggered an avalanche of snow, mud, ash, and rock. Driven by the wind, the ash landed in 11 states and up into Canada. But that's nothing compared to the amount of ash from Yellowstone's last 3 major eruptions. In magnitude and volume, each one was far greater than Mount St. Helens.
That was trippy. You see that? Huge. That's massive, massive amount of ash there compared to Mount St. Helens. So, you know, if you had a potential for a fix, a potential fix, you think maybe we should, look into it a little bit. It's a possibility. It could actually happen. You know, I think, I mean, why not? You know, it's like, it's just check these pyramids out, you know. They do line up with volcanoes. One, that would make a clue. Even the smartest people on the planet would say, well, wait a minute now. They line up for volcanoes, with volcanoes, so maybe they have something to do with volcanoes, you know. And we could lower the magma pressure on the planet and dump the pressure that's building up under this massive mess. Sorry about that.
Today, there's little evidence of the supervolcano's violent past. The 50 by 30 mile caldera from the last eruption was covered by lava and ash and smoothed over by glaciers. Forests now conceal the scars.
Ah, here it is. All right, not bad. 13 minutes. Okay. This is the beautiful planet we live on, the gem, the best one in the universe, I think. Anyways, Giza, right here. Pyramids, 180 degrees away. Whoops, sorry about that. Spin here. Gotta be careful. I don't want to create an earthquake. Hawaii, right here. So basically, you take your yarn needle there and shove it straight through the planet, and it's going to come right out of Giza. So if that's right there. If I stick a rod, go straight over right here, Giza's right there. Okay, so that's how it works. That's how the gravitational field works. You have a you have a couple of big alignments. You have Shan pyramids in China, over here in this area here, and 180 degrees away, you have the Bermuda Island, which, unbeknownst to a lot of people, was an ancient caldera. There's actually 2 calderas that make up the Bermuda Island. Again, 180 degrees away from it, and on the same approximate latitude. Pyramid of the Sun, 180 degrees away from it, exactly on the opposite side of the planet. Lines up with the mountain called Mount Sajiri in Sri Lanka. Other pyramids down in Central America, there's like 300, 400 pyramids in South America that all line up with this the Sumatra subduction zone. land masses line up with land mass. Look at the shape of India, okay? 180 degrees away from India is Mexico. Look at the shape of Mexico coming down. Huh? Same type of shape. Now, keep an eye on Central America, Australia. This is South America, 180 degrees away from South America. All right. You got this going. This would be Central America right here. All right, a land mass down there. Now, mind you, if the oceans were 400 or 500 feet lower during an ice age, this would be South America. So, I mean, these land masses line up with land masses. Basically, I reject the Pangea nonsense that all the continents were stuck together. Honestly, people, come on, let's move on a little bit. Let's try to evolve just a little bit with a little bit of common sense. If all the land mass was on one side of the planet, it would rip itself apart. Gravity has a self-balancing mechanism. That's why everything in the universe is spherical. That's large. That has a large enough gravitational field. It will make itself somewhat round, you know. So the reason these things all look like they fit together, all these little things right here, is the mid-ocean ridges. See them? They're the reason these things look like they belong to each other. I mean, it was a nice move from, nice departure from whatever the other theory was before the, Pangea theory. Now we can move on to the Shaughnessy theory that gravity has a self-balancing mechanism. I had to start my own physics called hexagontum physics. I had to escape the tractor beam of the, what I call the learning institutions of today. They make the church of the Middle Ages pale in comparison. I mean, the institutions today is just locked down with such nonsense and dogma. It's incredible, incredible. So anyways, I have gravitational formulas, equations, theories that explain all this stuff. But enough about all that. I'm not really want to get into that. What I want to do is try to focus on what is of paramount importance is dumping the magma pressure out of the Hawaiian hotspot so the super caldera in Yellowstone does not launch and send us into a deep ice age. I'm kind of getting used to the way the weather is lately. Even though it's a little bizarre, it's still better than 40 years of darkness because of ash. So, hey, spread this around, share it with people. Hit me up with some questions. Go to my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Don't forget to like this stuff, man. Otherwise, I'm not going to feel loved and make more of these movies. Yeah, any problems with the movie? Anyway, you got constructive criticism, nasty, shoot it at me. I'm with you. We're a team. All right. Peace out, man.